You are looking absolutely stunning. I love that you're so like glittery and the mustache and the shirt. Wow, you look like a celebrity. Honestly, you really do. Who was your inspiration for this outfit?
I don't really. I just basically my flatmate. She's gonna love that I'm shouting her out. Bought me this jacket for Christmas, and I was like, this jacket is the centerpiece of the look. Everything else has to fall around it. And that's kind of how I built it. And I was like, actually, if I'm wearing a light suit, I'm gonna have to go a white shirt. And then I knew that I had the eyeshadow to match, so I was like, look, let's tie everything into blue because that's currently my favorite color, especially like the baby blue pastel shade. And that's kind of how it came about. But probably a little. If I'm gonna pick anyone, probably a little bit Freddie.
And one last thing as well. I can kind of see like the Freddie. Yeah, for sure. Very sexy, very cool, very fluid, and I'm here for it. What would you say is one essential item for the pink carpet here at the Queer Awards?
I've got to say, a little bit of foundation. Because the light is so bright. Like, you guys can't see it, but the light is so bright. I'm like, God, if I didn't have foundation, like, my skin would just look awful in this.
Thank you so much for joining us, and go and enjoy yourself, baby. Go, go. Have fun. Listen, if you are wanting to be part of the discussion and you want to be on social media posting our hashtags, we've got hashtags here. Hashtag QSA2023 and also hashtag Queer Joy, because the theme here is Queer Joy. So feel free to post, upload, whatever it is, stories, posts, videos on TikTok. Stick those hashtags on and let's spread the love of queer people. We do have a performer here. I believe it's Smash B's in the building. Come on, Smash B. Come on, Barbie girl. Come on.
Hi guys, how are you?
Mwah, mwah. Who are you serving with your look today?
Do you know what? It's a good question. I feel like a bit of Beyonce Renaissance is being served right now. Not being modest, but you know, just a little Beyonce Britney moment all the time.
And what you don't know is that this gorgeous human being smells incredible.
What do you think?
What is it?
Oh my god, it's cum. No, it's not.
Is it?
Do you know what? I just spray loads of I like coconutty, creamy scents. Like all the kind of cocoa butter creamy stuff. Oh.
Smell like a gorgeous exotic island.
That's what I'm going for. Oh my god, that or like a cream cake. That's the vibe.
Cream cake, okay. Well,
Like a cake on an island all melted up and like.
just want people to eat you up, is that what it is?
Oh, you said it, not me.
So listen, what can we be excited about tonight? Because you're bringing it tonight. You're bringing everything, and there's a little summit which I'm not going to reveal on here in case you do watch or come to the event. But what can we expect from you without giving too much away tonight?
Well, I'm always giving like Britney vibes and energy. So that's always coming. I'm tempted to do like a little slow one, but I don't know. I want to bring the party. You think I do it? I don't know whether to bring the party the whole time or do a little slow moment. So we're going to see how it goes. So even I'm going to be surprised by what we do on stage tonight. So that's the surprise. I'm going to be surprised too. We don't know.
Britney Spears always brings a slow one. It's always a journey.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure, actually, yeah.
It's a journey.
It is a journey.
Yeah?
It's a whole moment, yeah.
Okay, if you could win any queer award in the world, what award would you win? What would your award be called? From stunning and talented, apart from all that.
Thanks, Gorge. I was gonna say like perfect puss, but I'm not too sure about that. Maybe like I don't know, most plastic of the year.
Most plastic of the year.
Least likely to be buried at sea. You know, like that kind of vibe. Like it's giving like snatch of the year. That'd be gorgeous.
Giving Barbie, which is coming out next month, which is very.
Sponsor, but it should be.
No, it should be, and you should be on
I
it.
should be so cast as that. Like I could still be Barbie, gay Barbie, Ken, whoever.
You could be anybody on there. Smash B.
Exactly. I've got the same like body type, all plastics. Beautiful.
What does the Queer Student Awards mean to you, my love?
Oh, I think it's such a lovely event because it's so like lovely to see like students being like out and proud and just thriving. Like I don't know about you, being a student for me, I was just getting into my queerness. Like I was just like coming out and doing the thing. I wasn't winning any bloody awards like they are now because they're doing the damn thing and like paving the way, and I just think it's so inspirational.
So it's really, really interesting you say that, paving the way, because if you look back to like when we first realized that we were part of the community, we didn't have really that much representation to look up to, and now we have so many more role models, we have more resources, and we have students, we have these kids of all ages, mature students and everything, doing amazing things for our community, like creating safe spaces, events, being more inclusive. like, if you could go back in time to your past self, what would you say about this in the here and now?
Oh my god, I think it'd be like the warmest hug ever, just to know this is like a thing in the future. Because we definitely had like, the role models were there, but they were not accessible to us because they were not represented. There was not like the media there for us to access. Like, as we all know, history of like queer culture was just like wiped out. So, you know, it's been like a thing, but we've not been able to see it or access it. So now the fact that it is so accessible and accessible to people is so amazing. I think I'd feel so like seen and like comforted seeing this was like a thing now. I'd feel like, yay, it's like positive and it's all good.
Just feel like warm and fuzzy and just feel like, wow, seen. I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, it makes me feel like drunk a little bit, in like a good way. Like the warm, fuzzy feeling you get.
Like euphoric.
Yeah, I would say drunk, you say euphoric, you know, tomato.
Keep it clean, guys. Stay in skits. Stay in skits. Stay in school, kids. Oh my God, or skids.
Or skids if you're in that way inclined, you know.
Maybe it's the Prosecco. Thank you so much, Smash B.
Love you so much.
Mwah. Absolutely gonna smash it on stage. Oh my God, I absolutely love that. It's so funny. I saw them doing a little sound check as well, and the voice is just unreal. It just sounds like they should be part of like casted on like Disney or something. Do you know what I mean? Like those voices that are so powerful and so like yummy. Anyway, we do have another performer here in our midst. Oh, she's going, oh no, why are you dragging me away from my alcohol? You can bring it, darling. You can bring it. Hello, introduce yourself, my love.
I'm Sumi. Hello. I'm a comedian.
As in like, sue me.
Yeah. Like Sumi.
I've only just clicked so slow. And you're a comedy queen, and you've got your guitar and other bits and bobs. What are you excited about the most tonight?
Tonight, to be fair, just to be a part of this amazing event. Like, this is so nice. And Paris, I love Paris. Everyone loves Paris.
I love me too. I'm doing all right. I'm not too shabby. I'm okay. I've had one drink down, many more to go. So we will behave, I promise you. What can we expect from your performance tonight? Because from what I've heard, it's going to be pretty iconic, and I want to be part of it, actually. So if you know what I'm talking about.
I think you will be part of it tonight. I think we're going to become one.
A rundown of, like, what kind of we can expect from your performance.
So I'm going to be screaming and shouting.
Like,
that's what I'm going to do.
did you want to eat the microphone?
Yeah, I'm hungry. Ah. Oh my God.
That needs to be a thumbnail for this video. Can't be so naughty. That's going to be in one of your sets for a future thing. Listen, why is this event important to our community more than ever before?
I think it's just about visibility. Like, I think especially as such a diverse crowd, and being a part of something so important, and including like gay visibility, lesbian visibility, trans visibility, pansexual visibility. It's great. We need it.
We are visible and we are not going anywhere.
Yeah, I'm living here. I live here now. So
What are you going to do about it, hey?
pay rent. This is where I live now.
I'm the dangerous trans person. If you could win any award, what award would it be called?
God.
It can be a funny one as well, or a rude one, whatever you want to call it.
I'm really good at doing big poos. This is what I should do.
I'm doing big poos. Congratulations, honey. You just won an award for doing the biggest poop. I mean, I've not had that on the pink carpet.
I'm the first. I'm a Guinness.
And I'm grateful that you are my first. So many puns today.
There we go.
I mean, well, whatever you want to call it. Apart from the canapes and a couple of drinky poos, are you going to be dancing on tables? Are you going to be like, wow, wild, like Coyote Ugly style?
Yeah, I'm just going to rip it all off.
Part of the performance that I should have not mentioned.
My skin too.
OnlyFans. Yeah.
Look me up. I'm there, Peggy Sue.
Sue me. Sue me. I think you are so fun, and I honestly, I cannot wait to see you do your thing, performing and just showing the world and Queer Student Awards who you are and what you're about. When did comedy start for you? Take me back to when it started.
It started when I was 15, and I was a good kid, but I never did things on time. And then there was the project, and I did it, and I just made everyone laugh. And then from then on, I was like, you know what? I think comedy is for me. And it's only 16 years later that I'm making it happen, and I'm trying to obviously be a comedian and stand for an Asian female queer fucking comedian with all these fucking stuff about me. I got so much, so that's what I'm trying to do.
And like representation is so important, and it's so important now for everybody to see who you are, what you're about, and to be that icon that you are for the next generation to come. Who did you look up to growing up in the comedy world?
So Margaret Cho was a great one, American film. Yeah, my baby, my lovely baby. Who else? Dulce Sloan. Like, there's so many to count. Like, even like Tim Minchin and Eddie Izzard. All the best, all the greats.
If you could collaborate with any comedian, who would it be? Like, who's your dream collaboration?
Right now, do you know Dulce Sloan? Hit me up, Dulce Sloan. She's fucking amazing, like just like a goddess, queen, gorgeous, stunning, funny.
That's a manifestation we're throwing out there to the universe right now. Please. DM
me.
Collaborate.
Yeah, I'm free. Let me know.
I'm available.
Please, I'm available whenever you need.
I feel like I'm on a dating show. I feel like I'm the new Cilla Black. What's your name and where'd you come from? Thank you. So it's so funny. Your stage name, Sumi. It can mean so many things, but like it's just so cute. And then when you were saying that, like with your style, you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's going to be really interesting to see how you turn it out. Is there a particular song or a particular part of the set that you're most excited about today?
I think I'm doing a new song, and it's kind of based on the award that I really want to win that I mentioned before.
So it's like go to the party song.
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe you can make new nursery rhymes for the kids.
Good. They need to learn. It's fine.
Who needs Baby Shark when you could do Baby Poo?
Exactly.
I do love that, honestly.
What am I doing with my life? I don't know.
Well, you can make money from this because no one else is doing it here right now. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence, and can't wait to see you whack out your guitar and pull a G-string.
Yeah.
I'm a comedian too. I'm here all week. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Oh, we have the goddess, God of the Queer Student Awards 2023. Steve, how does it feel to finally see it all come together?
It's very exciting.
You look slightly scared. I promise, it's exciting. Blink twice if you're okay.
No, I mean, in the reality of the Queer Student Awards is that I launched it in the pandemic, and it was a Zoom call in 2021. Last year, we had a rail strike that derailed, pardon the pun, the whole thing. And so I'm a bit overwhelmed because everything that I wanted to happen has gone to plan. So it's nervous excitement and very happy, yeah.
Do you know what you've thought about? There's a lot of detail that's gone into this, even for the people that, like me, are hay fever sufferers. You've got all the queer flowers and everything, but like artificial. So thank you for not making me be like on the carpet. I appreciate that. What is like your favorite part of the whole event?
I'm going to say the flowers, seeing as you just mentioned them. So all of the flowers, for those of you that aren't here this evening, that are on the tables and decorating the venue, have been selected because they are symbols of the queer community. So we've got lavender, we've got green carnations, we've got trillium, we've got violets, we've got roses, we've got some other things that are slipping out of my head right now, but they're all, so if you go onto the website, you should have the link that you were sent. You can go and find out more about that, but I wanted this to be a really inclusive event that celebrated every type of queerness that there is, so yeah.
Do you know what's missing? Pampas grass. You know if you know.
You got a supplier for pampas grass?
I don't, but I was kind of hoping. So, you know. Listen, it's been such a pleasure being part of the judging panel, and it really is a lot of work that's gone into it, even down to judging each person that comes in. How difficult is it as the Lord? Do you like me calling you the Lord of Queer Student Awards? The Queen. How does it feel to be like the Queen of Queer Student Awards, putting it all together and seeing those nominations come in? Because these people are paving the way for our community.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get involved in the judging process because I have people like yourself that are willing to give up their time, and thank you for that, to do that.
You're welcome, darling.
But I do read every single nomination that comes in. When you click the submit button for the awards, it's me that it comes to, so I read every single one. And there's been a lot of evenings sitting with a glass of wine and reading them and just being very proud of what young people that face so much adversity, especially right now, are actually still managing to achieve. So every single finalist that's here this evening is more than welcome. They all deserve to be celebrated, and I know Katie's going. I won't steal Katie's thunder, because being the gobby woman that she is, she will come and slap me.
Cannot wait to chat to her.
But Katie mentions it, like some of the categories were incredibly competitive, and I know it was a very tough decision for Ava to look through everything and to make the choices as who'd won. So yeah.
If we had something like this growing up, the world would be such a better place. I know that it's a slow climb to getting better, but I never, like, when I went to university, I went to Salford University, I wasn't even thinking about paving the way. I was thinking about having cereal for every single meal. And it's amazing how these wonderful human beings come together and they think so big about everybody. What would you say to somebody who is watching, listening, this stream? How can they be a better ally? Because there's loads of different things you can do.
Again, I know Katie's going to say something about allyship as part of the awards, because we do have a category for Ally of the Year. But from my perspective, I think there's some great examples of people being allies out there. There's a lot of people, I think, that are potentially nervous to step up, and I appreciate that it's uncomfortable to speak up when you see something that shouldn't be happening. But there are a lot of allies out there, I think, that don't make the choice to have that conversation, and it lets us down, because a lot of people who would call themselves allies, and we would see as allies because they're our close friends, they're our members of our families. So it's hard to have that conversation with somebody when you kind of want to just say do better. And I think that's what I would say, is do better, because there are a lot of people that need support right now.
If you could win any bonkers award in the queer community, what would you win? I would probably win Best Verse.
Best verse for what?
Verse. Versatile. I'm versatile, people.
Right, so best shirt, obviously. Like, yeah. There is a story behind the shirts, and I'll keep it short and sweet. But so when I was transitioning from school into the workplace, my careers advisor gave me a little test to do, and it told me that I was going to be a florist. So I always wear a flowered shirt to hark back to that moment where I was told what I was going to do and chose to do something else, because I'm that kind of person.
Do you know what? It's actually quite bonkers how some people just don't take people in the LGBTQ plus community seriously. You know, like, for example, when you were telling me about going through, like, careers advice at school or college or uni, and the fact that they pinned you down as you're in this box. How difficult is it to break the stereotype, do you feel?
It's really hard. I mean, society kind of tells us what we should do and what we shouldn't do. Our families do it, our friends do it. Things that we see on social media push us in a certain direction. So to be the kind of person that kind of stands up and goes, I want to do something different, and actually then does it, takes a huge amount of bravery. And again, going back to some of the nominations this evening, there's some great examples, especially some of the winners, because I do know who the winners are, have done.
We're not telling.
They've done some fantastic work, and they're the kind of people who I suspect, I'd love to have a conversation with some of them later actually, and ask them if this is where they thought they would have been. Yeah.
And especially for the trans and the non-binary community as well, Have you got anything to say to those who are watching that are in that community that feel like they need to be heard or seen, or they're scared, or what would you say to them?
I would say that that feeling is completely valid. And as a cisgender man, I can't even imagine how that must feel. But the awards have been set up to support people that identify as trans and non-binary, and that my hope is that this will become a community where people feel they can come. And if you carry on watching this evening as well, our head judge Ava is going to be doing a bit of a speech about Trans People Are Love that she's launching. So I will leave that for Ava to talk about, because I think there's a lot of people out there that have opinions on trans and non-binary people that do not identify as and shouldn't probably be talking about things.
Facts. Thank you so much. I'll leave you to do your Coyote Ugly thing and dance on tables and have some drinky poos and stuff, and enjoy yourself. But thank you for joining me on the carpet. Bye, my love. Hashtag best dressed. I believe we have the host here. The host is wearing a gorgeous red dress, and let's see if we can get the. Oh my God! Hi. We're currently live streaming at the minute. Yeah, no worries. That's fine. I have friends, I promise. I'm trying to drag everybody here. Everybody's just having a great time, and I think it's so important to come together and just feel free, feel like you can be yourself, and it's quite rare that you get that in like award ceremonies as well, especially with a lot of them being quite gendered, whereas this one isn't. And this is what I like about this. It's more open to anybody and everyone in the community, and I think that's absolutely amazing. I think Steve's done a great job, by the way. These are our gorgeous sponsors, if you haven't noticed already, these wonderful logos and names behind me on this pink carpet. But it's just such a joy to come here, and it's a pleasure to be part of this. So I'm trans non-binary, and for those if you've never heard of me before, I do a breakfast show on Gaydio, and I was on Gaydio as a lesbian, and I transitioned while being on the radio, and listeners and wonderful loyal friends of the show have been listening throughout the entire thing and supporting my journey. And I just want to say, thank you for watching, for listening, for giving LGBTQ plus people the time of day. And we're going to turn it out tonight. It's going to be so fab. I cannot wait for you to, if you're watching the live stream, if you're watching at home, Smashby's got something really special. Sumi, the comedian who was on here saying about the award that they would win for the largest poo, has got something really special as well. And we've got the Beyonce experience, which I've never seen before. So I love Beyonce. I've never seen Beyonce live. Have you seen Beyonce live? If you have, fab. But this is going to be a whole new experience, hence Beyonce experience. So yeah, this is going to be quite a fun do, I feel. Feel free, if you are on the socials, follow us, Queer Student Awards. If you want to use a hashtag, we've got hashtags and everything. Hashtag QSA2023 and hashtag QueerJoy. Send us. You don't need to send us. You can post, you can put on stories, put the hashtags. Oh, hello, my love. Are you doing interviews? I am doing interviews.
Come on, my friend wants to be interviewed right now.
Oh, we can chat. We can kiki.
Amazing. She is the Diversity and Inclusion Officer at MMU.
It's true, yeah.
And she has done such a great job at it.
The society, not the entire uni.
Yeah, we're not that important.
Of course you're important. Hey, listen, regardless of being students, you're still important to the community. You're paving the way and doing bits, as I like to say. Introduce yourself.
Okay, so we're from MMU, we're the LGBT Society. I'm the treasurer. Our chair is behind the camera.
Hi, Chair.
This is Hannah. We've got sponsored by
Hi, Hannah.
Can't bring them in.
Say hello to everybody at home.
Hi. How's it going?
What are you excited about the most tonight?
I mean, just seeing so many queer people in one space, it's great. It's great. It's so much fun. And everyone's got really great outfits as well. There's some really cool outfits. There's someone in like long velvet that's amazing. Yeah, a purple velvet.
Yeah, I think I'm really looking forward to hearing the achievements of other queer people, getting the opportunity to celebrate those achievements. I'm so sorry.
Have you had a prosecco?
Surprisingly, I am completely sober. It is just the giggles.
Oh, I love that. Give me the giggles. Give me the giggles.
Your giggles.
If you could win like any award, regardless of whatever it was called, as weird and wacky and wonderful as you want it to be, what award would you win if you could call whatever?
God of the world.
Congratulations, honey. God of the world. I mean, that is iconic.
I went big.
Well, you can go big or go home, really, you know.
I did go for it.
What about you?
Wait, any award ever?
Yeah, if you could win, it could be as bonkers as you want. What award would you win? Come a bit closer as well. Don't be shy.
Oh, I don't know. What, like a Nobel Peace Award or something? That'd be cool. I'd be like, guys, yeah, no, not the peace one. Is there a biology one? I do zoology, so I feel like an animal-related award would be great.
Best zoo person. Is it called zoologist? Zoology. Best zoologist. Specializing in what type of field in the zoo world?
Conservation, that would be great. Research, conservation. I'm plugging myself now.
You went so wholesome, I was like, God of the world.
Well, listen, God of the world is also ambitious, but also achievable.
You can fund me. You can fund my animal-saving abilities.
Funded by God, who is here right now. I can't believe it. On the pink carpet at the question award.
I would like to state, I would be a benevolent God. I would be very benevolent and kind.
What's the point in that?
I'd be like menacing in like a non-threatening way. Like your socks fall down every now and then.
Oh. So
Like-
you lift them back up? You lift them back up?
I don't know, the person has to.
Sorry, we're on a tangent now.
No, I'm here for it, and keep bringing it. It's great.
Long day, I'm very sorry.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry at all for having the giggles and just being fun and loving life.
This is what our normal meetings are like for the society. This is our... We'd be like, guys, we need to organise something, and then we do this for an hour.
I need to come to this society. I feel like I'm missing.
Very well.
I'm missing out. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of fun here.
Gotta get in. We'll get the bikes here.
You've got some like medals. So, what's this all about? Tell us all. Are you a finalist?
We are
For what?
the community group of the year. We got shortlisted.
And what did you do? What did you do for the community? Just out of curiosity, so that for those who are watching and listening.
Off the top of my head, we worked on the transgender guidelines at MMU. Our treasurer set up a coming out support group. We had more tailored events to our asexuals and aromantic groups that we did. Just trying to be more inclusive, because there was a lot of people who showed up for our events, and we were like, come on, we can get more. So yeah, there's some other stuff, but I can't remember.
Yeah, we did a lot about gender-neutral bathrooms.
That's it.
What else have we done? We've done stop bullying campaigns. Anti-hate speech campaigns. Gosh, my brain has gone blank.
I mean, that's quite a lot.
I heard Lady Gaga on there.
Lady Gaga, where you at? She's not here. We couldn't afford her.
I think anyone can these days. Cost of living crisis, mate.
I mean, yeah, absolutely true. If you won the award, right, what would that mean to you? What would that mean to the university as well?
I think we had quite a tough year in the sense of there were a lot of obstacles that we necessarily weren't sure how to broach, how to move past, and it was a lot of hard work from the committee when we had like a lot of other stuff going on. So I think it would just be like the work paid off regardless. All we want is a happy functioning society where people feel welcome and included. But I think if the award went to us, it'd be like official recognition almost.
Yeah, that'd be good. Just to keep it going, to keep the momentum going for next year's, because we've swapped over. So I'm not here next year, but they're taking over. But then you're graduating, so we're hoping that, future society will continue. That's what we want.
We're trying.
We're trying to.
That is incredible. Okay, so have you got a victory dance planned out? And can you do a little victory dance for us? And if you need a victory dance, I can make one up for you. But I want to see what you've got going on first. Like, if they go and you're the winner, how are you going to react?
What's the fruitiest dance you can think of?
See, my brain went to the worm, but I can't do the worm.
Ah! I mean, we don't want accidents, just in case.
Take someone's eye out.
No worms. No worms. We don't even have like a handshake, which would be really cool if we had one and just bust it out.
We'll practice it, and then if we win, you'll see it.
Yeah, you'll see. It'll be a grand reveal.
I can show you one right now. Oh, no, hang on. I need to think about it. What's that move? I mean, that is my victory dance move right there.
It.
You win. Are you going to get best interviewer?
I hope so. It's not on the list, but I could write it down and tell them, like, they missed one out.
Yeah, be like that. Sick.
Yes, Paris for the win.
Go crazy.
I mean, you are god of the world, as you like. You're never going to live that one down, honestly.
With my omnipotence, I grant you presenter of.
Yeah. Thanks. For those watching who are part of a community, whether that be at work or at university or college or school, and they're seeing what you're doing and creating that example, and for those that want to do stuff like that too, what would you advise them? Because it must be quite a difficult process to try and make change.
I'd say find a good group of people to support you.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like, we had to do a lot of things with just us this year, and I think the support from each other meant that we could keep going and actually achieve everything we set out to do. And I think just another great song, just reaching out to people, I think making the community as wide as it is, making sure you're taking steps that everyone feels included, that everyone's represented, that it's not just certain people who are invited to the club, it's everyone. I think
Agreed.
really important to keep in mind.
So, was there anybody that you looked up to growing up that really made you feel seen? Anybody that really made you feel like, oh my God, that's me?
Fictional or real?
It doesn't matter.
I'd have to say the earliest time I really felt seen on screen was probably Santana Lopez in Glee, which, yeah. No, I'm serious.
Glee.
Just because, this sounds awful, but just seeing a really bitchy lesbian, and I was like, damn, I want to be her.
That's me. Seen.
But sort of after a while, she really found herself, and I think that honesty and integrity with yourself is one of the most important things, and I think it really helps with self-acceptance.
What about you? Who did you look up to growing up, or even now?
I mean, looking up to now, this is very cringy, but I'm going to my mum, because my mum is here tonight.
Oh, Mummy. Mum's in the building.
From us, she's here for a different thing, so I was like, yeah, great. So my mum, but on camera or fictional, I don't know. I don't know if I did have anyone.
Say Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Wanting to blur the world of fish and land and sea, basically, and that's what we're trying to do here in the queer community, right?
Blend, yeah, both.
Even
Blur people.
the modern version of Ariel with Halle Bailey, I watched that and I cried throughout the entire thing, and I was like, she's just so beautiful in the way that she animates Ariel and just brings such depth to what essentially was just a 2D Disney character. It's sort of you can really feel all of the emotion in her just wanting to be respected and accepted, and honestly, love it.
And to have a person of color as the princess, that we need more of this, 100%. And I don't know if you've seen this, but I know we're kind of coming off course, but with The Little Mermaid, when they were doing the trails, and you see all these little kids of color, and they were just like, oh my God, they're like me. That's lit. Look.
Yeah, no, I'm the exact same.
Oh my God, so emotional.
Yeah.
I cried hard at that film.
I think I wept during the entire movie. There was all these sweet little kids, and I was like, you have a wonderful time. And then there was people my age and older that obviously watch the movie. The
An absolute mess in the cinema.
like all the little kids were just having a great time, and then all the older people like, I can't get through it. But yeah, I completely agree. I think more representation, especially for people of color, trans people of color, intersex people of color, queer people of color, more. And stop cancelling our shows that have them, please.
Thank you. Yes, please stop cancelling. It's horrible. If you could date any character from the Disney world, who would it be? I would say Kovu from The Lion King 2.
I know exactly who you mean.
Which is Scar's son, by the way, and Ariel and Stitch.
Oh, Stitch. Stitch is a good one. Maybe Tiana, because I really want to try the beignet. Are they called beignets?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I want to try that. I think that'd be good. She clearly can cook, so.
We need a chef.
Yeah, we need a chef, real bad. I think that's all I can think of.
Yeah, I think I'd probably say Raya from Raya and the Last Dragon, just because she's like so badass and like knows how to fight. And also, if my girlfriend sees this at any point, I'm so sorry.
Dun, dun, dun. Do you know what? We're just going to cut this part and we're going to post this and that's it. And you're just going to be you're going to be the moment.
I'll send it to her directly. I just send it.
What are you hoping for in the future I know that basically like when you're in university and you're in societies, when you graduate, you kind of you have to leave and pass on the torch. What do you want to pass on to the next?
Hopefully a smoother year where things keep going, but also the support groups that we've done, we really want them to keep going, because I think there's more and more people in our generation and younger that just need support. We've got terrible mental health, so we all need a lot of help. So yeah, just continuing supporting each other. That's what I would say.
Honestly, I'd say the courage to keep going. Like, we're living in a climate at the moment that is very, very hostile to queer people, to trans people especially, and I think just being able to pass on strength of you are seen, you are loved, you are heard. There are people who will fight for you, myself included, and it's sort of like just the hope to keep going, and I think to bring more people into the community, and yeah.
Thank you so much for being absolute icons, and I think you're my favourite people of the night. So, honestly, we're going to have a kiki afterwards, and yeah, enjoy the canapes, enjoy the drinks, enjoy yourselves, and have fun. Thank you so much. You too, God. God of the world. I'm not. Yeah, 100% go for it. Yeah, you enjoy yourself. Thank you. Oh, absolutely. So happy, and I'm just filled with. I don't know if you can see my cheeks, but like my cheeks at the these cheeks at the moment are just so like full and just rosy, and I can't stop smiling. There's just so much queer joy here. There's so many people, so many wonderful humans that just want to come together and to be themselves, and I'm really loving the outfits that are here right now. Like, there's quite a few. There's somebody wearing like Ross Geller style baggy leather pants in this weather. I don't know how they deal with it, but there is leather on leather, and I'm wearing shorts, and I've got my legs out because it's too hot, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm just surrounded by Smash B, some stars, and I just really, really hope that you enjoy the event, by the way. Hashtags QSA2023, hashtag queer joy.